The real daughter snapped her fingers, and the fake heiress slapped herself. The girl was no ordinary human. She was once a celestial queen of cultivation. While transcending fallen souls, an accident cast her into an 18-year-old's body. She woke inside a glass cage, being auctioned like a prize. Her powers drained. Escape seemed impossible. Then she spotted a man, identical to her loyal servant from another world. With a burst of force, the glass shattered. Pointing straight at him, she declared he had one chance to buy her. The guards moved to silence her, but in the next second, the man agreed, without knowing why. Investigating, he found she was the true heiress brought back from the countryside. Her family despised her, worshipping the fake daughter instead. Yet this girl, bold enough to use his pen to fix her hair, felt nothing like Meek. As he turned to leave, she revealed his incurable illness. Stunned, he asked how she knew. She warned his attack would come tomorrow, but she wouldn't let him die. The guards thought she cursed him, until her finger flicked. A golden light froze him in place. The man felt her power and bowed in awe, opening the car door for her. Back home, she found her family holding a funeral for her. The fake heiress collapsed in fear at her return. The girl's cold words cut sharper than knives. In her room, she discovered it stuffed with the fake's belongings. The servants refused to clear them, citing the fake's wealth. With a flick, they found themselves tossing the items out. The fake rushed in, furious. The girl's eyes made her retreat without a word. The mother entered, and the fake immediately played the victim. The girl refused to dirty her hands, so she snapped her fingers again. The fake struck her own face hard. The mother hurried to console her, while the girl dismissed them both. To her shock, the mother was delighted her daughter even responded. At dinner, the family was stunned by the girl's glow, but she only cared about eating. The fake sneered she skipped class instead of being kidnapped. The father scolded her for being inferior. Annoyed, the girl muttered one word, silence. His anger died in his throat, crushed by her gaze. After dinner, she borrowed her brother's gukin. The fake gloated he would refuse, but he instantly agreed, powerless to resist. The girl knew she needed followers to restore her powers, so she began live streaming her gukin. Viewers flooded in, her energy rising. That night, the fake crept into her room with scissors, but a voice stopped her cold. The girl snapped. An apple stuffed itself into her mouth. In a blink, the girl dragged her to the rooftop edge. With chilling calm, the girl called the police, reporting a jumper. Then she released her grip. The fake plunged downward. The girl walked away without looking back. The next day, she remembered the man's looming illness. With one step, she appeared at the hospital. At the entrance, her parents pushed the injured fake in a wheelchair. The father assumed she came for the fake, scolding her for being late, but she walked past without a glance, leaving him stunned. Inside, the heir lay dying, even the dean helpless. Sensing danger, the girl rushed to the emergency room, but his father blocked her path. She declared only she could save him. Her own father panicked, begging forgiveness for her insolence. The fake sneered she was just a country girl, but the guard revealed she had predicted today's attack. Time was short. She ordered them to step aside. Stunned by her certainty, the man's father invited her in. Inside, doctors worked desperately. The girl raised a hand, freezing the eldest brother in place. A single golden light shot into the heir's chest. "It's done," she said, turning away. But to the dean's eyes, the monitor flatlined. The brother accused her of delaying treatment. The girl glanced back, voice cold. "Ignorant child." The fake urged her parents to cut ties, but the mother stood firm at her side. The brother called for police. The fake smirked, certain of victory. Yet the next second, the heir's eyes snapped open. He struggled up, kneeling before the girl in apology. She reminded him only rest would heal him. The fake tried to steal the credit, her father echoed, telling the girl to shut up, but the man's father exploded, silencing them all. He expelled the entire family on the spot. Outside, resentment brewed in the fake and her father's eyes. Meanwhile, the dean invited the girl into his office with reverence. He declared his wish to take her as his master. The brother protested it was coincidence, but the dean tossed him a report. The heir's health indicators were perfect, for the first time in 5 years. The brother's eyes widened in disbelief. The girl asked how much he admired her. Realizing her meaning, the dean launched into fervent praise. The once doubting brother finally bowed his head. He dropped to one knee, pledging allegiance. The tycoon decided to repay the girl's life-saving grace. He brought her to his mall, letting her choose freely. The girl was never polite. She bought out the entire store. The scheming clerk sneered, branding her a gold digger. When the girl pointed to the dress on the mannequin, the clerk dragged her feet. Her voice dripped with disdain. It wasn't for just anyone, but the next second, the girl stepped out transformed. Every gaze lit up. She outshone the mannequin itself. Another clerk gasped, praising her beauty without restraint. The scheming one rolled her eyes, venom boiling. She shoved the shopping bags at the girl with malice, but the girl coolly ordered the tycoon to carry them. The clerk snapped that she was ungrateful. The man seized the bags, warning her coldly, "Respect the girl, or get out." The clerk trembled as the tycoon brought out the jewelry cabinet. Jealousy gnawed her alive. While the man paid, she hissed poison into the girl's ear, calling her poor and shameless. The girl's reply was calm and lethal. "These jewels are honored to be worn by me, and he is honored to buy them." The scheming clerk sneered that no wealthy family would ever accept her. The girl's eyes cut like blades. "What kind of woman gets married? I don't know. But I know you're about to be thrown out." Her words proved prophecy. The tycoon had heard everything. His verdict was merciless. She was fired. Not only the job, but the city itself. Then he declared before all, "She is not worshipping money. I am worshipping her." The girl misunderstood, thinking he meant submission. A rare smile touched her lips. The man's heart shook. He thought she understood his love. As she turned to leave, he hurried to ask when he could see her again. Her answer was icy and brief. "Next time time you fall ill, the love-struck man almost wished to be sick every day. Back home, the scene stunned her family. A whole entourage entered, arms full of luxury. The fake sister grabbed a piece, jealousy twisting her face. She accused the girl of filthy means. Before the father could scold, the bodyguard stepped in. These are all gifts from the tycoon. Jealousy drove the fake mad. Sweet outside, venom inside. At school, her malice escalated. She ordered classmates to plaster the girl's 3-point exam across the board. Loudly broadcasting her shame, the cronies mocked her as a brainless illiterate. The girl's lips parted, 2 words only. Slap face. The basketball flew, smashing into the crony's face. The fake heiress sneered, calling her born a fool. The crowd laughed in secret, but the girl strode closer, her aura sharp, her voice cut like thunder, asking if the fake wanted to fly again. Fear shattered arrogance. The fake collapsed on the ground. The girl turned to the tycoon for help. The moment she stepped into his study, she froze before a wall of math honors. Even the immortal prodigy had to admit this man was impressive, but she still challenged him, doubting he could solve her difficult questions. The tycoon braced himself, thinking of world-class problems, yet when she mentioned the Pythagorean theorem, he nearly laughed. Holding back amusement, he began tutoring her patiently. After the lesson, he handed her a test paper and went to fetch more books. Just then, the bodyguard entered with fruit. The girl curiously asked why such a math genius abandoned academia. With a heavy sigh, the bodyguard revealed his past. He was once admitted to the world's top university, but fate struck cruelly. His mother was sacrificed in the family power struggle. He had no choice but to return and seize power, carrying vengeance on his shoulders. The girl was shaken. This man's youth was steeped in blood and burden. But when the bodyguard grew too dramatic, she cut him off coldly. Obedient, he left without protest. When the tycoon returned, he was stunned. The girl had not only finished the paper, but solved space geometry with ease. He couldn't help but praise her brilliance. They spent the night in lessons, pushing knowledge to the limit. By dawn, the tycoon dozed off exhausted, but when he peaked, his heart nearly stopped. The girl was breezing through college-level calculus, every answer flawless. For the first time, the tycoon admitted defeat. He sighed in relief that they weren't in the same generation. Otherwise, the Olympic math champion must be hers. Soon came the college entrance exam. Outside the hall, the mother waited nervously, hope burning. The father, cold and biased, mocked her faith. In his eyes, the fake sister could choose any school, while the girl was doomed to fail. The mother bristled with anger, but before words could escalate, the girl was the first to stride out of the exam hall. Her mother rushed forward in joy, while her father assumed she had turned in a blank paper. Reporters swarmed, asking if the exam was difficult. The girl answered coolly, it required no effort. Stunned, the reporters hailed her as a genius, but the fake sister and her lackey stepped out, sneering. They mocked that she had no brain at all. The girl's eyes narrowed, her voice icy. Clap your mouth. In an instant, the microphone flew into the lackey's mouth. The crowd erupted in laughter. The fake sister, pretending innocence, pushed her lackey to provoke again. The girl stood unshaken, declaring she scored higher. Enraged, the lackey swore that if it were true, she'd eat her book. The girl's lips curved, cold and sharp. Then a student nearby lost control, shoving the book into the lackey's mouth. The crowd roared with laughter. Just then, a luxury car stopped at the gate. The tycoon stepped out, umbrella in hand, shielding the girl from the sun. As they left together, envious voices spread. The lackey fumed, insisting only the fake sister deserved him. Jealousy burned in the fake sister's eyes. She swore one day the tycoon would see the girl's true, lowly self. The girl was scheming how to gain followers. She overheard her father boasting that the fake sister gained 2 million fans from a film role. The girl asked her brother if acting really meant instant fame. He explained, top actors had hundreds of millions of fans. So the girl turned to the tycoon, demanding an opportunity. Within hours, he secured her a major audition. While the bodyguard praised the production, the tycoon secretly savored 2 hours with her in the car. The girl rolled her eyes. Why waste time when she could teleport? At the set, the tycoon held an umbrella for her, passing by his jealous sister. The sister stomped her feet, enraged by his devotion. The fake sister, cast as the second lead, burned with envy. She mocked that the girl was worthless without the tycoon, but the girl struck back, claiming all of the tycoon was already hers. Speechless, the fake sister sought an ally in the tycoon's sibling. Whispering lies, she painted the girl as shameless and conniving. The sister stormed over, ready to humiliate the girl, but one snap of the girl's fingers, and the sister lost her voice. Helpless, she spun in circles until the girl left. Then came the audition before a world-famous director. The test was brutal, calligraphy on the spot. One by one, the candidates failed. The tycoon's sister, impressed with talent and confidence. Convinced of victory, she left early. The fake sister sneered, predicting the girl's downfall. But the moment the girl picked up the brush, the hall fell silent. Her strokes flowed like a storm, unmatched, unstoppable. The director was stunned. Such mastery took decades. The producer whispered in awe. The writing rivaled the ancient masters. Little did they know, that very calligraphy master once learned from her. Outside, the rivals mocked, waiting to see her humiliated. But the producer emerged, announcing the chosen one. It was the girl. The tycoon's sister screamed in disbelief. The fake sister's teeth nearly cracked from rage. In fury, she conspired with a fan who worked props. He placed sharp weapons at the top of a heavy rack. Then, at the perfect moment, he tilted it toward the girl. But fate betrayed them. The tycoon's sister stepped closer. The deadly rack crashed forward, straight toward her. At the last second, the girl vanished in a flash. She reappeared, pulling pulling the sister out from under death's shadow. The one who hated her most now stared in worship. The director, trembling with excitement, rushed out. He announced the girl would not be supporting role, and the fake sister, left in the ashes of jealousy, nearly shattered her teeth.